Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for a 3 versus 3 on Backwater Complex, a map I don't think I've done before. But actually, I am super excited because Heart of the Swarm is right around the corner. We are winding down Wings of Liberty. I am running low on Wings of Liberty casts. There's just only a few left. Assuming I can get into work. I've been having some replay issues with my old replays today, so I hope that doesn't mean I'm just going to have to toss some of these out, because there's still a little time left to Wings of Liberty. We want to get a little more, or till Heart of the Swarm, we want to get a little more Wings of Liberty casting in, don't we? Yes, we do, because there are still some good games on the docket. And right now, we have this 3 versus 3 where I have spawned as the Purple Zerg with my allies. We have Spartan as the Orange Protoss. And we have Bocephus as the Yellow Zerg. And our opponents are Jeep the Blue Protoss, Mac Daddy the Red Protoss, and Behemoth as the Teal Protoss. So an all Protoss team against a couple of Zergs and their Protoss buddy. How often do you say that? Not often. But it's too bad that I mean, like I said, I'm really looking forward to Heart of the Swarm. There's all sorts of cool new features. Have you seen the latest Wings of Liberty patch that just came out? I mean, they completely redid the interface. I'm really liking what they're doing there. They've even started putting in some of the features for Heart of the Swarm kind of early. We can't see any of them here. Like, we don't have the nice little feature where I can just, click on this building and jump right to it. That's not there yet, but I do believe they have dual watching of replays available, something I haven't been able to take advantage of yet. They're showing off some of the new skins and new portraits and stuff that you can unlock. Well, you can't unlock them yet. It's just a big tease right now, but it has gotten me super excited for this game coming out, and it just can't come soon enough. And I don't know if you're looking for it too. I'm kind of curious about the single player campaign. That I am super excited about, because I mean, the Wings of Liberty campaign, that was awesome, and I can't wait to see what crazy overpowered upgrades you can get for the Zerg, because I'm a Zerg player, so I'm really looking forward to this, because I mean, some of the upgrades in Wings of Liberty you can get for the campaign, they were just ridiculous. I mean, you had science vessels that could heal mech like their medevacs, which is ridiculous, and then they threw in medics, which are even more overpowered than medevacs, at least in that game. I mean, you could get self-mining refineries, you could get tech reactors, so that you basically just had one add-on for all your buildings. I mean, it was just insane. And plus, they had every unit from Starcraft 1, every Terran unit from Starcraft 1, and every Terran unit from Brood War, except the Valkyrie. For some reason, the Valkyrie did not quite make an appearance in that game, but still, seeing some of those old units back was pretty cool. I thought you didn't necessarily use all of them. Like, how many of you used the Vultures in the campaign? I think I used them for the mission you got them in, and then probably never again. But that doesn't matter. I mean, it was just, it was good, and I can't wait to see what they have in planned for the Zerg version of the campaign. It is going to be great. Are we going to see Lurkers back? Are we going to see Devourers back? It'd be kind of awkward, Devourers and Corruptors together. Kind of fulfill the same role, don't you think? Maybe in a slightly different way, but they're both air-to-air. They're both beefy, slow-shooting units, and they both have an ability that causes units to take more damage, although one is sort of an activated ability. The other one's kind of a byproduct of their attack with a little bit of splash, but I'm going back in time quite a ways right now. We've got this game going on. Nothing else going on quite yet. We do have Mac Daddy trying to wall off the front with a 4-gate here, although his 4-gate seems to kind of be drifting away, just maybe trying to funnel us into his buddy Jeep, who just has 2 gates right now. But is he got... Oh, he does have a pylon farm here, which could be dangerous. You know my tendency to go mutilating. If I get Mutalisks back here, this is his pylon farm. If he doesn't have anything to defend it, he's going to be quickly out of power, and he's not getting any Stalkers yet. He's going way into Zealots. I mean, he's getting Warp Gate. He has the technology for Stalkers or Sentries, but right now he's just all about the Zealot, and his ally Mac Daddy is he's going to forge up, but he has no army to speak of just the moment. And their final Protoss buddy, well, he's going to go for a couple of Robos, so he's going to go for Gate Robo. He is getting a second base up. So he should be able to afford that kind of production right now. But what do we have here on our side of the map, looks like Bocephus has got some lings out. Spartan, I think that's his expansion, so he's just kind of going gates out. He does have a Twilight Council, not using the research yet, and he is getting +1 attack from the Forge. I assume that's not +2. And, oh, did his Warp Gate just finish, or did he forget to convert those? I'm interested to see what he's going to do with this Twilight Council. I don't see a building for it yet. I don't see Templar Archives or a Dark Shrine, so I really would like to see him get some upgrades here. I mean, he could be getting it for his +2s, but that's still a ways off. This building's a bit premature, so I'd like to see what he's going to do with that. And it looks like I've got a lair started up, Macro Hatch on the way, Evo Chamber to partner up with that Evo Chamber. So going to have double Evos up. Pretty typical for me. Going to go for some early upgraded lings and getting that expansion going, getting the gas going. And we do have Mutalisks coming out here for Bocephus and getting the +1 attack. Gives them so much more damage output, especially with the bounces on those glaive worms, because those bounces really don't do that much damage. So the upgrades are really good for those bounces. Upgrades are good for bounces. That just sounds silly. But everyone right now kind of sticking to their own quarters. No one wants to get too aggressive. And it looks like, ooh, I'm going to be taking a fairly early third. It's certainly early for me, but it's always so hard to get thirds up on these maps. This one's a little bit out of the way if none of the enemies scout it or decide to try to expand here themselves. It could be pretty good, and we do have this watchtower here, so we can see them coming. And I believe, yeah, we have this watchtower as well, so we've got the best map vision right now. I mean, let's take a look at this. What can we see right now? We can see all of this area right here, and what can they see? Well, other than this observer that's kind of moving out right now, this is the first time they've actually moved out from their base, it looks like. So this one observer from Mac Daddy is going to be poking around, see what's going on. But he's got to be careful. That cannon, oh, the cannon, oh, the observer. If the observer turns north, that stalker might be in range. But no, he's just going to park here. He basically just has vision of the watchtower, which isn't going to tell him much because you generally don't keep a lot of units at the watchtower. I mean, sometimes you do when it's at the front just because it's a convenient place to dump your units, but I don't know. He's not really utilizing this, but it is also very dangerous. Can we even see this? No, we cannot see it other than that little distinctive shimmer. So I'd like to see him do something with this. Mac Daddy, let's be the Mac Daddy scouter and do something with this. And wow, a lot of buildings around here. Looks like we do have thermal lands upgrade coming, which means Colossi, yes, Colossi are on the way. Jeep is still going massively into Zealots. He is getting the Zealot charge for it. And oh, it looks like I have spotted Behemoth trying to expand to the front here. And it looks like, oh, we have lings on the way from me. I'm like, well, look, guys, someone's expanding here. You know what? I'll just take care of it. Why don't I just take care of it with my 1-1 lings? Soon to be 2-2. Well, not that soon. This is soon to be 1-2. And forcing to cancel on that. And, oh, looks like he wants to move out. Oh, he's got quite a few Colossi out here. But not going to be able to stop those lings. They are pretty quick. He would have had to respond. Well, I don't know if he could have responded in time. And still going to... Oh, he's going to get some Immortals out now, which is kind of odd considering he's got the Colossi out. You'd think you'd want to stick with the Colossi. I mean, you can go Immortal, but mixing them together, I don't know. Is that the best use of funds? I don't know. What do you think? Should you go Immortal Colossus, or should you just pump out some Immortals till you get your Colossus tech up and then go full on Colossus? Which is what I usually see from the higher levels of play, and it looks like this Observer is going to be poking around again, but still not really getting any good recon, and he's got to be careful too, though, because we have Observers of our own out, and it looks like Spartan has busted down some rocks. I guess there's some rocks blocking that off, and oh! The Stalkers are going to spot that with that Observer, and oh, no scouting done. But oh, we've got some Zealot Stalker out moving for Jeep. 1 attack, 1 armor on those, and they're going to be moving up. Oh, they're going to spot my expansion, which I'm just getting saturated. And they're going to spot this, nothing there. It looks like Bocephus is just going to try to take this, but oh, perhaps at the wrong moment, and he's going to get the cancel. He didn't get the he had that selected. He did not get the cancel off, so all that money is going to go to waste. And oh, but my base could be next. It doesn't matter if he spots it. He's heading this way right now. And what am I going to do? All those drones just transfer there. And the Queen, what are we going to do? Oh, the drones are going to burrow. The Queen does not quite make it, though. But he has no detection, which is always a Zerg's concern. He's like, if I burrow here, is he just going to kill these off anyhow when I could have actually just retreated them? But no observers there, and he's going to keep pushing forward. We're now alerted it, and we do have the creeps, our early warning system. Do we have anything here? It looks like Bosiva's going to try to get some spine crawlers up. Don't know if they're going to get up in time, but he's not quite pushed in just yet. And we do have the watchtower too, so either creep watchtower, we have all sorts of vision. And we're both pinging it. The Zerg are like, we don't have anything to deal with that many zealots. What's this? Oh, we just have the Lings out for Bosivas. They're not the greatest against the Zealots, however, the Lings are. And here comes the push. Spine crawlers are just about to finish the pick. This one's not going to quite get done. It almost got a poke off before it moved on. And that one did manage to get some pokes off. And oh, those Zealots got a little bit stuck there. The Colossi, though, are going to help push that out. No damage done. Just one lost Spine crawler and maybe a couple of Lings lost. That's nothing to force off the attack. Let us get our macro game going right now, but it looks like Behemoth, he learned a lesson from last time, and he's just going to go for panic mode and just throw down the cannons. I don't know. Is this the right decision? At the higher levels of play, you don't see them throw down a lot of defensive structures. It's certainly not this haphazardly. Sometimes they do, but I mean, just putting a ring of cannons here, this just seems lazy. You don't want to worry about your base. You just want to mine in peace. And then move on. He did manage to clear out the watchtower. Did the cannon clear that out? No, the cannon can't see over there. The cannon cannot see over there, so he must have manually cleaned that out. And we do have... Where are all those other Colossi? There were other Colossi, weren't there? There they are. And are they pushing out right now? They may want to be heading to Spartan's base, who's trying to take both of these expansions right now. Got some cannons up just for a little bit of insurance, which it may be okay. I don't know if I know about these out here. Maybe just over by the Nexuses would be best, but I don't think he's going to have enough cannons to deal with this, especially with Colossi there, plus 2 attack on those Colossi. And oh, they managed to spot an observer there, was it? But it has angered the wrath of Spartan, who was good. Ooh, he had about an equal Colossi count. Did he have the superior upgrades? He had +3 upgrades, but no armor, so kind of hard to tell who was going to be the winner there. But it looks like it's going to be the Colossi are going to burn down the Starks on both sides first. And it looks like the Lings are trying to filter in there. All the ground forces are gone except for the Colossi. And it looks like with our Zerg forces, we were able to turn the tide in our battle. But Jeep decided to press on anyhow. And it looks like he may get this Nexus down. But, oh, it looks like the probes are going to be getting destroyed. And there's some Zealots there. But there's a lot here. And with the Colossi there, I think it's going to be enough to burn this off. But, man, a lot of Lings had to be lost in that battle. And even bringing in the Overseer in case there's some DTs in there, which there are not. So he managed to save one of the Nexuses, but lost a lot of probes, and that has got to hurt. He's going to have to start chrono boosting out quite a few probes to make up for that. And he has a ton of energy, and he's not using any of his energy or making any more probes there. So, yeah, just chrono boosting out of 1 Nexus is basically not... You could be chrono boosting out of 3 Nexuses right now. And probably until you have both these bases saturated with all the energy you have out there. And it looks like I have rebuilt this base, and I cannot really afford to keep anything over here that can defend against that kind of Protoss force. So just going to throw down a bunch of spines. Yeah, I know, I was just talking about haphazardly throwing down defensive structures, but in Zerg, you almost kind of have to. Or at least, I don't know, you almost kind of have to later in the game, just because you just can't defend your bases. They just fall apart so quickly. I don't know, I got a couple of Lings sitting here. They need to be getting back into the action. And it looks like they're still going to go for sort of a Zealot Colossus Stalker bait. There's still some Immortals hiding in there. And, well, I still don't know about doing the Immortals, especially with all the Lings out on the map. I mean, yeah, the Colossi and Zealot might be able to send out their numbers, but the Lings did prove useful in that battle. And it looks like Spartan wants to get some revenge. It is lost expansions. Is he going to be pushing up here? Do we know about this? That is the question. We do know he was building something. We don't know exactly what's there. And oh, it looks like we have the Ultralisks out now. And oh, just about to finish all of those juicy full upgrades. And I do already have the adrenal glands. But yeah, he's going to pull back. I think I probably told him, let the Ultras take the lead on this one. They are just finishing up. Chitin is playing, not quite done yet, but that is okay because they're going to be doing just fine against these cannons. And the onslaught is on now. Our macro has paid off. And it's time to pay the... Well, I was going to say the Piper, but how about we say pay the Protoss a visit? And do we have a counterattack coming here? It looks like we might... Mac Daddy might be wanting to counterattack right here. And it looks like Behemoth's going to try to push up. He's got a lot of Colossi here. But it looks like they're still about equal numbers. But the Colossi... Oh, but here comes a sudden swell of cracklings around the backside. The Colossi are distracted, which means the Zerglings can just go unmolested and just destroy those... Oh, there's nothing that Zergling loves more than a distracted Colossus. Nothing they love more. And here comes Mac Daddy to help out now, but he's going to be running into the Ultralisks first, which are the perfect meat shield for this army. And the Lings want to get involved too. The Lings are like, hey, again, these Colossi are a bit distracted. Why don't we deal with this? One of the Colossi kind of gets the note that, hey, maybe we should be taking out these Zerglings, but it is too late, and down they go. And what are they going to do to stop us now? That has got to have been a lot of damage done right now. And we are getting ready to push forward, try to warp in some Zealots, but what are these handful of Zealots going to do? You had like 5 times as many Zealots before, and oh, Bosiva's trying to push that creep forward. Not going to quite make it. If he'd waited a couple of seconds, we would have taken care of those Zealots for him. And now Colossus is like, oh, wait a minute, never mind, why don't I sit up here? But with these Colossi here, they can easily force that back if he focuses them down. There we go, now we're getting the Colossi in the right place. And the Ultras are just going to bust down this front door. You cannot stop fully upgraded Ultralisks that are on the rampage right now. Although some Archons would help out quite a bit. They get bonus damage, and they are really hard to bring down. Not as hard as an Ultralisk, mind you, but look at them. They are going to help take down those Ultralisks. So this is perhaps the right move here for Jeep to get some Ultralisks out. But is it going to be enough, especially since they have lost so much, and they still have to deal with this massive army from the Spartan, who is going to, oh, he's going to try to back up right here. He has kind of, oh, he's a little bit pinchered right now, which could be really bad for him. These Ultras are trying to take on a bunch of Zealots, but since they don't have the Heart of the Swarm upgrade yet, they are not doing their maximum damage to it. And it looks like Spartan has lost his army, but we do have some Lings in here in Jeep space, and they are taking down that expansion. I'm sure there were some probes there before. And what kind of upgrades do they have on these Zealots? I can't really... 222 on those Zealots, so they're pretty well upgraded. Not quite as upgraded as my Cracklings, though, which are going to manage to finish that off. And some more Ultralisks are on the way, ready to bust up the door of Behemoth. He's got a massive wall of buildings here. This will take a while to get through, but then again, Ultralisks do still have some splash damage. Wait, yeah, they still have some splash damage, so they're going to try to chop through these buildings right now. And meanwhile, we have over here Bocephus, who's got Lings and some Broodlords, and Mutos going to be trying to clean up the base of Jeep. And I'm going to be pushing in here, and this is actually great for Behemoth. And right now I'm thinking, you know what, I should not be engaging this. Because look, he's got a bunch of Immortals shooting at Ultras that can basically hit one unit. Well, they're actually hitting some Stalkers in the back. I didn't know their splash went vertical like that, but that was wrong. I should definitely have pulled those Ultras back. And even sending in some Lings, try to finish off some of those Immortals. And actually, we'll get a couple of Immortals right here, which is great. It'll do my Ultralisks' hearts good to know that there's fewer Immortals out there. But, oh yeah, that's a lot of Immortals down there. This Ultralisk actually survives. I mean, he's not going to survive much longer, but, you know, with Bocephus coming swinging around here, I think this is going to be enough. And you know, Jeep already left the game, and here comes the Lings around, and the Mutalisk, the Stalkers are focusing mainly on the Lings, which means the Mutalisk can just clean this up, and the Broodlords can say, hey, wait up, guys, we're very slow. And there goes Behemoth from the game, and that just leaves Mac Daddy. Nope, there goes Mac Daddy. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this game as we count down to Heart of the Swarm, and have a day.